I've said more than a few times that Purim was the last time we were able to gather together as a community. And I want, before Purim leaves us this year, celebrate some of the unlikely heroes of this era. Purim, of course, celebrates unlikely heroes and shows that the average person can find themselves in an extraordinary situation and prove to be heroic. And our community is no exception. I want to point out that in anticipation of this pandemic, many Jews acted bravely. As a country, we've talked about how we were in many ways unprepared for this pandemic. There were insufficient ventilators, insufficient masks, and some of our emergency systems weren't quite set up for an event like this. But many Jews were. At a time when it became dangerous to be together in synagogue singing, many Jews took the precautionary step of stopping showing up at synagogue. And I want to call out that heroic behavior for what it is. They, unlike others who were caught unawares, took precautionary steps to keep themselves, their family, and the entire community safer. They deserve a shout out. Also, many people, knowing that young children are less of a risk to pass along the virus to others, and that older children, as they, teenagers and up, are more likely to be asymptomatic carriers and put other members of the community at risk. Many people took the precautionary step of stopping to take their children to synagogue right around the time when they become teenagers, right a little bit after age 13. And they did this in order to keep others safe. And I think this Purim, we should celebrate this. These are just a few of the heroes that we should call upon this time of year. Purim, they say, is a time for silliness and for jokes, but this year, I think it's time that we take a moment and be a little bit more serious and recognize those who have stood up for our community and who I think won't let their guard down. Where other people might start to relax during the time ahead when, God willing, this pandemic cloud will lift, I think many members of the Jewish community nationwide will keep these precautions because they care. Shabbat Shalom and